Here we are on Lake Zor on July 5th. It's a hot and muggy kind of day out, but had it off, so I thought I'd run some motors. We're running our 1962 Tohatsu OB2B. This motor was actually sold in the United States by Tohatsu, who today is a very well recognized outboard motor company. They make motors for Nissan and Mercury and a lot of other people. They got their start with this model motor, selling them in Japan to fishermen, and starting in about 1956. And in the early 1960s, they found somebody to import them here to the United States. It's a very simple motor. I'm not sure of the cubic inch displacement. I'll do another film about that when we get back home, but I just thought we'd run it here. Motor is in all original condition. It's missing, unfortunately, the air silencer, but other than that, it's complete. It's a pretty simple little motor. It's rope start, as you can see. It's got a throttle typical to like a British Seagull on the front. It also has, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, 2 battery lugs that it's got an extra coil up inside that provides 6-volt lighting for you or for your Razor if you wanted it. It's an above water exhaust, as you can see here. And it's got this unusual gas cap and keeper chain on here, and a fuel valve. Nice carry handle on the back, one on the front. And one other unusual feature it has is it's got right here a little crankcase drain, which I've never seen before on any motor. I guess they thought that if you dropped it overboard, that would be a handy feature to have to try it out. So anyway, we're going to run it. It's surprisingly powerful. It's rated at 2.5 PS, which is a more of a European designation for horsepower. I guess the Japanese use that also. That translates into about the same in horsepower, about 2.5 horsepower. I think it's like 2.56 horsepower. It's a nice little motor. It's very smooth. Apparently, from the Tohatsu literature, it started out life as a sprayer for garden spraying, and then they adapted it for outboard use, as I said, in the mid 1950s. I think 1956 was the year. So anyway, we'll give it a brief run. It's very smooth. It runs nicely. It is actually a loop charged motor, which is pretty advanced for the early 1960s. It's so funny because it's actually got the build date on the back of December 3rd, 1962. Is actually stamped into it. So anyway, we'll give it a quick run. It is a little noisy at high speeds. Medium and idle is okay, but boy, you better wear your earmuffs if you're going to run this thing for a long time. I just did about a 2-mile cruise with it, and my ears are ringing. So it would be a little quieter if it had the carb cover on it. Moves the old Tohatsu along pretty nicely. We get about 7 or 8 miles an hour out of it. It'll actually plane it off. It's a little more pleasant at idle here. And you swing it around in for reverse. The leg on this motor looks like they basically knocked off an old HD25 motor from Johnson. Well, anyway, that's the OB2B Tohatsu. I hope you've enjoyed this brief video, and we'll see you out on the water.